Hey guys, what's going on? It's Lefty from 643 Productions coming at you here with a Modern Warfare 2 free-for-all gameplay commentary. This is on Bailout, playing free-for-all with the MP5. This, if I remember correctly, this game, there was a lot of camping going on. You'll see, in fact, at one point, I specifically watch a kill cam for really an unspectacular kill, just as sort of a self-deprecating move, I guess you could say, to make me wallow in the camping that was, and so you know, I run into that from time to time, but still able to pull out the win, I believe. Again, if I remember correctly, I'm not exactly sure at this time, but we shall see. Hopefully, I can speak long enough, and we'll get to see the end of the game. But I wanted to talk with you guys about knifing, because I saw that there was a lot of chatter going on with that in the comments of one of my videos, and even a little bit in one of my live streams. And which, by the way, live streaming is going amazingly. I couldn't be happier with it. I encourage all of you guys to go check it out at twitch.tv/lefty643 and hit the follow button, and then you'll be notified via email every time I start live streaming. Keep checking my channel. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/lefty643. Be notified every time I start live streaming. You won't miss a beat. So be on the lookout for that. And again, be on the lookout for later today, probably a good old live stream from me. So it should be a lot of fun, and again, it's a great time when there's a lot of people in there. So be on the lookout for that. But a lot of people were talking about knifing, and they were talking about Black Ops specifically, and how it is overpowered, or how in pretty much every Call of Duty, knifing has been overpowered. Especially, I mean, of course, obviously, we can't forget Modern Warfare 2, where knifing was, knifing was a means to, as not a reactionary weapon. That was an offensive weapon. Knifing was. You could go around and you could do some work knifing. Now, a lot of people like to say or ask or ponder whether knifing is overpowered, and I don't really know. I understand, I'll say this, I understand the need for a close melee system. And I understand how knifing works both in a logical sense and in a practical sense in the game, obviously, because with the knifing animation, if it was more than one kill or more than one hit per kill, that would be rather hard, because it's not a striking motion, and it's not a stabbing motion. For instance, in Halo, I was a big Halo 2 player. The melee worked fairly well. If you crept up behind the guy and you hit him in the back, aiming towards the head, relatively speaking, you would get the kill in one hit. If not, usually it would be two melee hits to the front. The thing is that the melee in Halo 2 was a pointed attack. You knew it was a striking motion, and you knew where you were going to hit the person with that attack. The knifing motion is, as near as I can tell to the coding, is like a semicircle. As soon as you hit the right stick, or whatever the knife button is on your button layout, anything in that semicircle is going to get hit, and it goes from one side of your body to the other, pretty much 180 degrees out in front of you. And I don't think I really don't think that a two-hit melee would work in that sense, because first of all, the animation takes a good while, and also, I mean, you have to think about what happens if there's two targets in the vicinity, and all those things. But just because I don't know how it would work, I don't know if they would change, like, let's bring it back to Call of Duty. I don't know how they would change the knifing animation, or even if they would. But I do understand strictly speaking, the need for it, because while I said earlier that I understand in the logical sense the need for the melee, I do think that it is overpowered that up close there is a one-hit kill weapon, and it has such a large range as well. I think that knifing in Call of Duty right now is something that, how to say this, it's both really, really powerful and has a really, really big range. And obviously, people are going to say, scratching your head, say, wait, what? What do you mean it's got a big range. It's knifing. And we're not talking about commando here. Well, here's my point. I referred to you earlier to the 180-degree spread, pretty much, that the player gets when it comes to lethal knifing. That's where the knifing is most effective, and that is a pretty damn big range when you think about it in terms of gaming. And what's more, that range is rather variable, because you can hit it falling away. It doesn't depend on the physics. You can hit it falling away. You can hit it from a standstill. It will engage in every game, in every Call of Duty game. We've seen this, by the way, and it's not just a commando. It will from time to time engage a lunge towards the target if there is a target in the area of melee or lethal melee range, and that's it. The target's dead, done. And I think that the melee in Call of Duty for the longest time has been too big and too powerful. If one of those was reduced, I think knifing could be balanced. And I think knifing can be brought back to something that is, if not accepted, then at least it isn't overtly hated, if that makes any sense. So it may not be accepted by everybody. People will still rage when they get knifed, but they're not going to hate it. They're not going to say, "Damn you, knifing," every single time. They're not going to actively hope that they don't run into a guy that's knifing in a Call of Duty game. And so I think that is what needs to happen, or what has needed to happen in Call of Duty for some time. Now, details are a little mum on Modern Warfare 3 when it comes to knifing. I have heard that it's two melee hits to the front, one melee hit from the back, a la the Halo melee system. But again, I haven't played the game, so I can't confirm that. And I've done some cursory research, and I haven't been able to confirm that anywhere else. So I'm not going to say that that's what's happening in Modern Warfare 3, but that is what I've heard. Again, it is still unconfirmed. But to answer your question, yes, knifing is, in my mind, overpowered. But anyway, guys, that's my time. I got to get out of here. Thank you for joining. Be sure to drop a like on this video if you enjoyed. Also, be sure to be on the lookout for a live stream coming from me later today and every day this week. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed. I'm out.